What's going on, guys? It's Landon, and this is David, and we're Taffie Hoops. Two quick things. One, I mean, it should be obvious, but David is like on a courtyard. He's homeless right now. Not actually homeless, but his floors are getting redone, and so he's living in a hotel right now. So he's not in his normal room. And then two. We didn't upload Saturday. Sorry, we were just both busy. We had like a thing, and yeah, sorry for not uploading Saturday. But sorry for not uploading. But today's video is gonna be a good one, and it's exciting because the NBA season's starting. David, tell them what we're doing.
So we're gonna be predicting the standings and the champions for this next NBA season. A few weeks ago, we already did the NBA awards. If you want to see that. But we'll just start out with this is
part 1 of 2.
Oh yes, part 1. We're doing the Western Conference standings. How are we gonna pick the champion? Are we gonna have like which?
That'll be in part 2 because you gotta watch both videos.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's get right into it. Should we start from the bottom?
So my 15th seed is the Oklahoma City Thunder. I just think they had a good offseason. They got a lot of young talent, but it's young talent that hasn't really progressed. Shea's going to do really well this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if they tank again.
I put the Spurs because I feel like they just got rid of DeMar, and so now I feel like they're just who's leading that team unless like DeJounte Murray or someone like that has like a really like most improved player year, which I mean props to him if he does. But like other than that, I don't see much keeping them as like a competent team.
Yeah.
That's kind of mean, but yeah.
So
and then I have my 14th Thunder. So yeah, same thing as David said.
My 14th seed is the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green, he's gonna play well this year, but he's young. Like it's basically just like a super young team that has a lot of potential, but they don't have the talent right now to be more than a 14th seed.
Yeah, the Rockets are my 13, and so the reason I had them kind of a little higher than you did is just because like I feel like they're a very young team, but they're also a lot of young pieces, and so just like yes, they're not going to be playoff potential, but like they are going to be good. Like they are going to be like a fun team to watch, and like they are going to get wins sometimes just because of just like the energy they have.
I have the Spurs. You had them at 15th. I have them at 13th. I just like DeJounte Murray more than last year. I think he's going to improve a lot. But still, they're going to be a bad team. DeMar leaving really hurts them. But I just thought they would be a 13 seed. They'll start out better than the Rockets and Thunder. They'll probably end up similar. And then for the 12 seed, I have the Sacramento Kings, which isn't improving from last year. But De'Aaron Fox
were they 12?
I have them
12 last year.
I think they're a bit higher than that. But I have them just staying where they're at. They don't have anybody that's going to improve a lot besides Tyrese Halliburton, but there are just so many good West teams right now that the Kings can't be higher than 12th.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people say this every year, but it just really is stacked league right now. In the West, you see these like playoff teams, these like non-playoff teams that wouldn't be making the playoff. That would be making the playoff in the East. I feel like the Kings would be kind of like borderline making it in the East. So yeah, I don't know. 11, I have the Pelicans. I don't know. I think this all depends on Zion's health, Zion's hunger for winning. I don't know. Like, is Zion gonna be I don't know the comparison. Zion gonna be like what Anthony Davis was to the Pelicans, where like kind of just like and just like they have this amazing star player, young player, who's just gonna end up leaving soon, or is he gonna like actually get them those wins and like have that heart of like a champion?
Mm-hmm.
And as of right now, I guess I'm just betting on the first one.
Right. New Orleans has always had horrible management, and I think maybe that could change with Willie Green, but it doesn't seem like much is going to change unless they have like a huge front office change or something like that.
Yeah.
But my 11th seed is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I had them as a sneaky playing team, but I just don't think they do that. Either injuries will happen, or unless they get like another big player like Ben Simmons, I don't think they make the play-in or make the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay, my number 10. Looking at it, it just feels wrong to say. It probably is just completely wrong. It feels way too low, but I have the Trailblazers at 10. It feels so wrong.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know why. Like, yes, their team chemistry has probably not going to be great this year.
How so?
I think CJ probably want to shop CJ soon. I felt like after the playoffs last year, everyone was like, CJ's gone, and then now no one talks about that. Probably mainly because of Ben Simmons. Like, yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
If they want to be a solid team, they need to make trades for sure.
And with that, they're not gonna not many teams become a huge. Not many teams do crazy well if they make trades mid-year too.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do. Yeah. Who's your 10?
I have the New Orleans Pelicans. I just think it's not like a one spot difference isn't too much. I just think the Pelicans are better than the Timberwolves this year. But my 9th seed is the Memphis Grizzlies. John Morant has just seen like a lot of growth, and then they're adding Jaren Jackson Jr. Technically, this is a drop for them because they made the playoffs last year. But
well, actually,
they were the 9th seed last year.
They were the 9th seed.
So I just think the West is getting better. So I don't see them making the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. I have Timberwolves in the 9th spot. This is very, very, very heavily based on health.
Okay.
I think all three of their core need to have fairly healthy years, meaning like 70+ games for each of them.
Okay.
I don't know if it's possible. I think if they are healthy, which I have a feeling they are going to be for some reason, because I feel like I've had enough of just watching Cat just like career just be wasted and like time just be wasted with him.
Right.
I feel like they'll be a sneaky playing team. I love Ant. Like, I can't express. Ant is probably. Really love younger NBA players. I think I love Matisse. I love De'Aaron Fox. I love Ant, and I love. I think those are my top 3. I love Jaylen Brown too, and I love. I'm trying to think of top 5, but I can't think of a 5th. But yeah, I like those younger players who are kind of funny, goofy, and then also just like a spark. Like they just like get on that court and they're just like crazy. I love it. But yeah, I like Ant and Cat, and I want to see them work together.
So let's go with the 8th seed. I have.
I made this team my 8th seed. Oh,
I have the Trailblazers at my 8th seed. Damian Lillard. I feel like I never should bet against Damian Lillard. Like I always see like them as like an 8 or 9 seed, but then he pushes them to like a 6 seed. But I think this is the year where he kind of just like that team takes a step back. I really don't know why. I just think
Damian Lillard, what I was thinking too.
Like every year I bet on him to be like a 6 through 10 seed, and I think it's just gonna stay the same, even though he's always been like that 4 through 6 seed.
Wind? Some wind?
Oh, there's a lot. I know there's a lot of wind.
was just sitting there and I just see your hair just go, woo. Yeah, my 8th seed is the Clips. Wait. Yeah, my 8th seed is the Clips. I'm low because Kawhi is not coming back. I mean, I think he actually is doing better than I thought, but he's not coming back until like around playoff times.
Mm-hmm.
So, being said, Paul George, yeah, he's good, but like, who else do they have besides Paul George? I honestly would trust Paul George more in like playoffs. Mm-hmm. That team. You see what he does with the playoffs. Paul George has had very good playoff performances and very bad playoff performances, so it's hard to say that he's a good playoff performer.
Right.
He's had horrible playoff performances. Right. But it's also hard to say he's a bad playoff performer. And he can carry a team. Yeah. So that's just so hard to say. But like, I think regular season wise, I don't think any player, no matter how good, can carry a team like that. Unless you're
I'm actually going to veer off my list for the 7th seed. I'm going to have the Utah Jazz as my 7th seed.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you have... you had them there.
I had them at
4 seed.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
I have the Utah Jazz as the 7th seed. They had the best three-point shooting in the league last year. There's no way they keep that up. And I think that's literally the difference between the 4 and the 7th seed for them this year. Like, that is so tight. And I think that they're not going to be able to shoot as well. So that's going to drop them from the 1 to the 7.
Really? Wow.
And there's a lot of teams that are improving. Like, the Warriors and the Lakers are not going to be the 7th seed this year, so...
Yeah, I had the Grizzlies for my 7th seed.
I see you changing your list.
Yeah, because you I don't know why, but you said that about the Jazz, and it made me want to put the Jazz a little lower.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I had the Grizzlies 7 just because I like John Morant. I think he has more of that killer attitude than Zion. I think he's spent a lot of his career being in Zion's shadow. I don't think he likes that. I think he's very, I think he's like sick of kind of being that like second best player in that draft class besides Zion. And so I think he wants to be that, wants to be in playoffs, and he wants to actually compete, which I guess, and he carried this team to playoffs last year.
Right.
And like, he got 2 games against the 1 seed. It was crazy. Whatever he did, I know it was crazy. Yeah, on to the 6, which I just moved around because David made me. And the Jazz,
I did not make you.
Didn't make me, but David saying that made me change my list. Yeah, I had the Jazz. I had them at the 3 seed for some reason because I think I was just thinking, I can't have the 1 seed from last year being crazy low. But no, there were a lot of injuries last year, and that's why. Like, of course, the Lakers and like people couldn't have been. I think Suns were kind of the one. Like, I don't know. Jazz have at 6 for the same reason David said earlier. And then who's your 6?
I have the Golden State Warriors. I'm not too high on them. I think Curry's going to play really well. That's going to keep them up. But Klay's not going to be back. Like, not fully back. Draymond Green's going to play well, but Klay's not going to be fully back. He's going to shoot well. He's not going to play defense, though. And some of the young guys are going to play better. But I just don't see them as, like, a complete unit better than, like, the Clippers or the Nuggets and other teams like that.
Yeah, I still think they do very well this year, and I will talk about that later when I get to that seed. But yeah, I see what you're saying, but I kind of disagree. Well, yeah, not kind of disagree, but like I see them a little higher. My 5, I have the Mavs. I don't know. I feel like if I think a team's gonna make changes or have chemistry issues in the year, I just kind of assume that put them a little lower than I would based purely off talent. And I feel like that team is a very drama-packed team right now, and I think they might make a move with Kristaps. I don't know. Like that kind of a lot of people that were really hot on like this player's getting traded, this player's getting traded. Now I think it's not really. I think like who like went out for like beers with Kristaps? I don't know. Someone was like it was like Mark Cuban or like Coach or like someone was like, hey, I hang out with him in like Lithuania or Latvia or wherever he's from.
I don't remember. I think it was Cuban though.
I think it was Cuban. He was like, yeah, he's cool now, I guess. Yeah, I just think, and you know me and Luka, we have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. So, ironically, my 5 seed is the Clippers.
Because you changed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You changed it.
Yeah. So I have.
Yeah.
I just think Paul George. I like Paul George a lot. I think he's going to play really well, and the team around him, like the team fits around him really well. Guys like Reggie Jackson's going to play well. Like he played really well in the playoffs last year. I think he's going to play really well again this year.
Kawhi.
I think this is just my like hope in Paul George. Honestly, Kawhi's not going to be back for a while. I would have him as like the 3 seed or 4 seed, but Kawhi's going to be hurt, and I know they said that he was ahead of schedule, but like he's still going to miss a significant chunk of games.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah. But yeah, okay, I did not see you putting the Clippers that high.
Seriously?
Wow. No. So if they're your 5 seed now, then this team is okay.
Yeah, no. Don't switch it up, please.
No, I won't. I won't. So my 4 seed, which I told you I'd get back to, is the Warriors this year. I think. Here's my process. They have Steph Curry, who played like an MVP last year, and the only reason they were really low is because they did horrible when broke something last year. He broke like a tape. He broke his butt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he broke his butt last year, and was out for a lot of time. But when he was on court, he was dominating. He was getting career highs in points. He was being literally the MVP, kind of, maybe. And yeah, and then the only thing that changed between that year and this year, last year and this year, they get Clay back, which Clay is not going to be an all-star. But also another reason that the Warriors did bad last year is because it was only Steph, and Steph was being triple teamed and like quadruple teamed, like not even joking. And so Clay being back, Clay's shooting will not be gone, like at all. Clay's will still be one of the greatest shooters of all time. And because of that, you're gonna have to guard him, and he's being taken away from Steph Curry, which again allows him to do more crazy things. And then Clay's also still doing his thing. And then they also have younger pieces in Moody and Kuminga, and Wiseman is back. And I think either that raw talent gets traded for like a Bradley Beal this season, and I think they just gel easily well. I think whoever comes to the Warriors is like, I'm ready to win. Oh, they have Iggy too. But yeah, I think that team is just very exciting this year.
I would love to debate you about the Warriors or about just Clay in general, but I think we should move on. My 4 seed is the Denver Nuggets. I just really like Nikola Jokic this year. I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with against the Lakers. I think that'll be a really good series, but I think the Lakers can still win. The Lakers are my 1 seed. But anyway, I just like Nikola Jokic, but I like another European star better. So my 3 seed is the Dallas Mavericks. I think Luka's going to MVP. I said that in the awards video. I like Jason Kidd. I think he's going to mentor Luka pretty well, to be honest. But I think Jason Kidd's going to be really good for Luka and horrible for Kristaps. So I think they make moves to get rid of Kristaps. But Luka's going to do really well under Jason Kidd, in my opinion.
Yeah. Nuggets. What are we on 3 seed? I have Nuggets just because he's MVP. Jokic is MVP. Michael Porter Jr. is predicted to have most improved player season. What else? I don't know. They're just a solid team, and I feel like I don't know why they didn't integrate last year, but interested in, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like they'll just do better this year. I don't know.
Then going over,
seed.
yeah, the first and second seeds. We both have the Lakers as first seed and Suns at second seed. I think that's almost pretty much consensus at this point. Suns were the West Finals.
Suns are such a solid team, and like they are a very good team. And like in any other, if you take out the Lakers or like in a lot of other years, like NBA, they are gonna be like very obviously first seed. The Lakers. You take away the Lakers. I don't know. How does this team exist? And I feel like we've said that every year since the past 3 years. Like, if you take away 2 of their best players, they still have an all-star player who, like, they still have a Hall of Famer, like first ballot Hall of Famer, who is going to lead the team, and like is going to be able to lead the team with amazing role players, like amazing role players.
They had one of the best off seasons with no money. They had no money, and they still had one of the best off seasons. I just don't get how they do it. Rob Pelinka is a genius.
LA, baby.
Rob Pelinka is a genius. He also is the GM for the Lakers, but still, like LeBron, AD, and Russell Westbrook. I don't know if the fit is going to work well, but they have chemistry. They're going to work well together, like off the court.
I think it will.
I think it'll be fine. Like LeBron
his identity.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, let us know what you think, and I'm gonna give a super long outro, but make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think, and watch part 2, which is coming soon. Also leave down in the comments punishments, because hopefully will be punishments for our predictions for this. Okay, I'll see you in part 2.
Peace.